Hello lovely formulators, I am Elham from Skin Chakra, the place to purchase excellent quality cosmetic raw material and to learn how to formulate like a cosmetic chemist. And today, and in our part 1 of quarantine formulation, I am going to show you how to make this beautiful prebiotic hand washing foam. It is ridiculously easy to make. It has a low viscosity and it has a very nice and beautiful foam and has a very nice skin feel and after feel. The key for making and using this kind of foam cleanser is a foam dispenser. It is not the usual gel dispenser or liquid dispenser. The key part is this part that blends air with the liquid and creates the foam as you see. This is it. So I'm not going to wash my hand here, but that's how it works. Formulation is minimalistic and very simple. I kept it as simple as possible, but I'm using some key ingredients that are important for the purpose. I repeat, this is not a hand sanitizer, this is not a medicinal product, and this is not a disinfectant. The purpose is regenerating the skin microbiome and a mild cleansing so that the skin has time to rehydrate, refat, and regenerate the microbiome. The key ingredient is our prebiotics, that is like a kind of food for skin microbiome and brings the microbiome, the natural microbiome, into balance after it has been kicked out of balance by using disinfectants. The ingredients for this product as simple as possible. I am not even using any fragrance oil or essential oil for the simplicity's sake and to avoid any possible sensitization caused by fragrance oil and essential oils. The water phase contains thyme hydrosol, which has anti-inflammatory, antibacterial and antiviral properties. I have a natural chelator that binds the metal ions and improves the photostability, bacterial stability, and physicochemical stability of the protein overall. I'm using panthenol for its rehydrating, moisturizing properties and wound healing. Sodium PCA and sodium lactate are both part of our natural moisturizing factor, NMF, that the skin produces, and they have excellent moisturizing and rehydrating properties. Then I'm using allantoin and aloe leaf powder for the moisturizing, wound healing and anti-inflammatory properties, and the prebiotic powder that is the feed for our skin microbiome and brings the skin microbiome into balance. All of these powders are very easily soluble in water at room temperature. The surfactant phase consists of yucca extract, proteol apple, which is an amino acid based surfactant derived from apple, and decyl glucoside. All of them very gentle and mild. And then I have the preservative blend, which is a blend of 2 commercial preservatives, and you can find the information about their INSI and the combination on our blog or on the shop. The formulation procedure is very straightforward and easy. A magnetic stirrer saves time and makes everything easier, but even if you don't have any magnetic stirrer in your lab, you can manage low volumes, I would say till 500 milliliter easily with a spatula or a hand mixer. So I'm using a magnetic stirrer because I'm lazy. This is my thyme hydrosol. And then I blend my surfactant phase with another magnetic stirrer. This is the proteol apple. I am adding the decyl glucoside to it. And the yucca extract. If you don't have all of these surfactants or all of these ingredients at home, just improvise and swap them with other ingredients that match. Use other mild surfactants and other moisturizers. The key ingredient is the prebiotic that is necessary to restore the skin microbiome. So here I'm going to add my natural chelator. Then sodium lactate, panthenol, and sodium PCA. All of them blend very easily. And now the powder phase. This is where the magnetic stirrer spares you much time. Gradually add the powders to the water phase and let the magnetic stirrer do the job. You can blend all of the powders together and then add them, or add them one after the other, whatever you like. Just you have to avoid clumping. So this is the water phase after adding the panthenol and aloe powder. And as you can see, they are both completely incorporated and dissolved in the water phase. And now I'm going to add the last powder, which is the prebiotic powder. This is as well very easily dispersible in water. Even if you don't have any magnetic stirrer, this formulation works easily with a spatula or hand mixer. So all of the powder phase is added now, and we give it a few minutes to completely incorporate, and then we can blend the surfactant and the water phase together. The next step after blending the two phases is to prepare a 10% dilution in distilled water to measure the pH. All of the powders are perfectly incorporated now, and I can add the surfactant phase to the water phase. Now slowly I add the surfactant phase to the water phase. Let it blend for a few minutes, and then we'll make a 10% dilution in distilled water and measure the pH. Actually, as per experience, I know that I can add my preservative blend right now and then adjust the pH, but just to show you how the process works, this is important to measure the pH before adding the preservative. Look at this beautiful color. So we'll now prepare a 10% dilution and measure the pH. My 10% dilution is ready now, and my pH meter is calibrated. I just need to read the pH, raising the electrode with distilled water, gently taking the extra water, .537, and it's perfectly in range, but I have to add the preservative and re-measure the pH, and I know by experience that the pH will slightly increase by adding this preservative blend. So I'm going to add the preservative at the same time, add just a little bit of lactic acid, 80%, to keep the pH in the range that I want, and that is between 5.2 and 5.5. So this is my preservative blend. And I will make another dilution and measure the pH. I have added the preservative blend and a little bit of lactic acid to reduce the pH and keep it in range. This is a 200 gram batch, and I have added 2 drops of 80% lactic acid to keep the pH in range. Now I have to rinse my electrode again and re-measure the pH. By this low viscosity, you can actually measure the pH directly, but it is more material consuming than preparing a 10% dilution, especially when you are working in small batches. So let's see which pH we have now. It is 541, which is exactly in the range that I wanted, between 5.2 and 5.5. And now we can take our stability samples and microbiote test sample and fill the rest in the foamer bottles. My foam is now ready to be filled in the containers. Before that, I want to show you how I make the microkit test. I have another video dedicated to microkit test, and I will link to that in the description box, but I will show you just once again. This is a very low viscosity product. We usually use this kind of sterile swab to take the sample, but for this product with a low viscosity, I don't need that. I just open the kit with the medium on that, and then I gently disperse the product over the kit, close the lid, write down the sample number so that you know what it is, and then put it in the incubator. This is the sample I have made about 2 weeks ago, and thanks heaven, it's clear, nothing has happened. So the next step is to fill the product in bottles, which are already disinfected. Take your stability and archive samples for yourself before you donate the product. So these are finished products, and I will show you how they foam. Look at this foam, how beautiful it is. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial and are ready to make several bottles of this mild prebiotic hand washing foam and to donate it to people who are working by the post, delivery, supermarket, firemen, or who else is working during this harsh and hard condition. I will come back with other tutorials. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. See you soon. Stay safe, be kind and generous. Bye bye.